Hey everybody, Ashley here from Feldman Physical Therapy and Performance. I'm here today to talk to you about youth sports injuries. As the fall sports season approaches, my favorite was soccer, I'm wanting to kind of discuss how to recognize a sports injury in your child, And this is children from young ages to kind of high school age and even throughout college. Granted, they should be a little bit more on their own. Now, when it comes to recognizing a youth sports injury, what you have to kind of look for is, does this pain persist? So if your kid comes home with like a knee ache or an ankle ache after practice one day and then the next day it's gone and they never talk about it again, that's okay. But if it's something that persists, say for over 24, 48 hours, and then it impacts their performance going on throughout the season, that's not an okay thing. Sometimes also, you're gonna have to dig this out of your children. Children don't always want to tell their parents when they're injured, and a lot of the time that's because they just want to keep playing. Sporting activities are awesome for the psychosocial aspect of development in children. It's awesome to develop habits, it's awesome to develop friends, but as we're surrounded by the mainstream media, children are more driven now than ever to kind of start specializing in one sport earlier. Now, that can be detrimental to our children just because they're developing. They need to learn motor patterns. They need to learn skills. And if we throw them into soccer practice 5-6 days a week, that may not necessarily be the best thing for them. Now, why do these injuries technically happen? Our children are growing. Growing bodies are pliable. However, if they grow too fast, sometimes our electrical system that fires our muscles just can't keep up. Have you ever seen that athlete who goes from the most coordinated star player or star pupil to the least coordinated player on the court? A lot of the time that has to do with growth and just our muscles not knowing how to respond to the growth. And that's because we have an electrical short somewhere. So think about an electrical short. If we have an electrical short just continuing to happen and happen and happen over time, what's gonna happen? We're gonna develop faulty patterns, We're gonna have shorts here. We're gonna have kind of, the lights go out from time to time. And that can happen with our muscles too. So one of the things is as our kids get older, we don't want to kind of just continue these poor patterns that they've learned through this growth spurt. We need to help them develop. And that's where physical therapists can come in. One of the big things to look at, as I was talking about single sport specialization, so saying some kid is playing soccer. If your kid is playing soccer 8 months or more a year, they're more likely to have an overuse injury, and that's what research says. And overuse, the tendinopathies, these growth plate injuries that we can have in our shoulder, our knee, you've probably heard of Osgood-Schlatter's. Those are all things that pop up when this stuff starts to happen and when we start ignoring these signs that our children may be injured, The thing about not specializing in one sport is typically those children become more coordinated and have less injuries. When we look at kind of statistics, I want to say it's about 88% of Division I college athletes played more than one sport in high school. So why don't we start our kids playing more than one sport? We know they want to specialize. We know they want to do things. We know that everybody aspires to be a professional athlete, but the statistics say that they probably won't get there. If you guys have any questions about recognizing childhood injuries, please feel free to reach out to us. We work with so many athletes and so many kids on a daily basis. It's something that we love to do, but we just want to help prevent these things. Like I said, if you have any questions, reach out, give us a call, and we'd be happy to help. I hope everybody has a great day.